All right, let's get it. School employee gets caught stealing thousands in a fake check scam for the unemployed boyfriend. Let's get into it. Shout out
This
to
is
Blue Cam Goat, man.
27-year-old Destiny Meeks. On July 15th, 2024, Palm Beach County sheriffs responded to a local Regions bank after receiving a report of multiple fraudulent checks being cashed at different branch locations. Upon arriving on scene, deputies learned that Destiny has successfully cashed 4 checks from a realty company's account and was caught after getting into an argument with a bank employee that suspected the check to be fraudulent.
Destiny had that glass, ain't it? She done went 4 for 4 with Regions.
Nice to meet you, pleasure.
Hi, how do you meet you?
Samantha,
Very nice to meet you.
So what's going on today?
I'm probably dead.
You don't want it, I'll take it now. But,
Is there anything you
what was that, fraudulent check, right?
A couple of them.
No, so, she's been a customer of ours since 2021,
Okay.
works for the Broward County School District.
Okay.
I have her cell phone number.
She works for Broward County School District.
Damn,
Is
so hold on. She dropping in her own shit?
A teacher or was she?
She had a tag.
Oh, she had a tag? Okay.
She had to go back to school.
Okay.
I'm not sure what position.
I don't think she did that.
Okay.
She deposited 4 checks
Okay.
with 3 different banks. One's ours.
Okay.
The one with ours is held. We held, which one? This one's ours.
Right.
We held it.
Okay.
So we have a fraud hold on it.
Okay.
All the other ones cleared.
What's up? What is that one say with the text?
So it looked like she dropping in her own shit, which is crazy. I don't know why the hell she would do that. She going to the bank that she been with. The hell?
Oh, they told me to call the detective bureau, that's all. That's just.
Yeah,
right,
they're
you know.
gonna, yeah, who told you to call them?
My corporate security.
Okay, yeah, because they're usually the ones that follow up on it, so
So they're gonna be pressing charges, obviously. It's gonna be, it's over $10,000.
okay,
I reached out to Prime Bank, and he actually talked to me.
okay,
And I got the girl's name of Prime Bank. She reached out to, they know the bookkeeper,
right.
and he said,
Do you want a career in film and video? First Institute gives you the tools to enter the industry in less than a year.
these aren't even our checks.
Okay.
So they made the checks $800, and then she's closing her account.
Okay.
So I have her phone number, and I told her I'm gonna call her and tell her know if I was able to get the funds available for her, because she wants her $3,800, and then she's closing her account.
Okay.
She has $3,800.
Meeks, right? That's Team Meeks?
Meeks.
Okay.
Mhm. I could give you whatever you need for her.
Do you have personal information on that? Or?
Oh, I could give you her social, I could give you everything.
Nice,
This
I'll
is
take
terrible, man. I don't know why the hell she would do that. Why the hell would she
She was here today.
This Team
drop
Meeks
fake
is here
checks in her own shit,
She
man?
was just here today, and I told her that she had to go back to school.
Why is she
so
dropping
I
fake
said
checks at all? You know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying? But whatever.
today. In total, how much was she trying to pick up?
$3,800.
Just 3,800.
3,800, man.
But she,
You guys, you're the
All
only
right, where Destiny at?
I just want to get her answer.
Detectives visit a different bank location and present a photo lineup to one of the employees that had encountered Destiny attempting to cash a check.
You raise your right hand. You swear in affirming the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Damn, they could do that on the
Okay,
spot like that?
6 photographs.
What the fuck?
Of, 6 similar female.
They just put this
suspect,
bitch on the
subjects
stand
in
at her
reference
job.
To a fraud case at Regions Bank, correct?
Correct.
And that fraud.
Man, where is Destiny, man? I didn't see
Okay,
Destiny, man. What she gotta explain this shit?
Investigation and go to interview Destiny at her job concerning the alleged fraud.
I am required to warn you before you make any statements. You
She's
have the following
straight.
constitutional
Yeah.
rights. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. You understand that? You got to say yes.
Yes, I'm sorry.
And with those rights in mind, are you choosing to speak with me?
Yes.
Okay.
She might as well try to get up out of there right now. You feel me? You already know what time it is. I know she know what time it
Alright,
is.
so basically what happened was we got a complaint, and I'm going to tell you a lot of the questions I'm going to ask you I already know the answer to. I'm really just looking for your cooperation and to be honest. Honesty is the best policy here. I'll work with you.
Honesty is the worst policy. Fuck that. Don't ever be honest with these niggas. What the fuck? Don't ever say nothing to these niggas. Honesty is the worst policy. Do not fall for that shit.
When it comes to, you know, what the consequences are, okay? But just be honest with me. That's the most important thing, Destiny. I promise you, if you're honest, it'll be better, okay?
I promise you, if you're honest, it will be worse.
We got a complaint from ProLink Realty Company, okay? ProLink Realty out of Sioux City, Iowa, okay? That several of their checks had been deposited or cashed in Florida, okay? So that came to my office and I started looking into it and I pulled bank records. Bank records include video surveillance footage, bank account information for both the account at ProLink and yours. And
Wait, so do they got the body cam sitting on the table? Like, what's on the? How is this? What is this angle right here? Nigga took off his body cam and just pointed at her or some shit.
information from Regions Bank, okay, from tellers and management there. So basically, when I did all that, I found these checks that are made out to you. That's your name, right? Okay, in various different amounts. Okay, and they were deposited in different locations. This specific one, check 010093, okay, was deposited or attempted to be deposited or cashed at a Regions Bank in Boca Raton. Okay, the other ones were all in Broward County.
Hold on, she got a bug crawling on her lip right there. What the fuck was that?
Okay.
I know y'all seen it.
So this check here, I pulled video of that.
Hold on, wait.
Is that you?
Hold on, wait.
Of that transaction.
Was that what I think it is?
So this check here, I pulled video.
That's some stimulus check. That's some stimulus glass right there. What the hell? Well, how old this is? 2024. She got that stimulus word. No wonder that shit popping like that.
Of that transaction. Is that you?
Yeah, it was some
That's
shit
you?
on her lip.
Okay. And that was on.
Damn, she talking about that's her. Come on, bro. Right there, she need to be like, look, I need a lawyer. You feel me? I'm not answering no more questions. I need a lawyer present. It is what it is. You feel me? I mean, shit, what she think gonna happen? Like, I don't think she getting up off that table. You feel me? I think they gonna cuff her right after they get this confession. They gonna cuff that ass. So
June 24th.
might as well say, look,
in Boca
need a
Raton
lawyer.
On 441, kind of like Boca Greens, over just between Glades Road and like Pointmore Road and Yamato Road over there. So that video is you actually trying to deposit that particular check. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. To be fair, it says she was doing it for her unemployed boyfriend, so maybe she think it's real. I know she don't think it's. Never mind. Fuck that. I know she know. She know it's not real. Come on.
Where did you get those checks from?
I was working with my ex-boyfriend. He had a mutual friend that was like, he had extra work for us. It was like delivering fabric and stuff. Like to
Delivering what?
Like fabric, like
Fabric?
yeah.
Okay.
So like different, people who wants to do their homes or whatever. It was like local people. And he was telling me that my ex-boyfriend was like, I know work is slow for you, and which was during the summertime, and work we only got like 3-4 hours here. So I was like, yeah, I can use it. They never told me, I had no acknowledge that the check was stolen, but when I was doing the work, they was paying me for like mileage and gas or whatever, and they was like, where you don't have no set price on what we give you, is as long as you do the work, you'll get paid. So I'm thinking everything was legit because my ex-boyfriend, of course, recommended me to these people. So when he gave me, once I finally got the first check, which was one of those, I deposited to my account. I never thought it was anything wrong with it because he gave it to me. He said he loved me. I trusted him. When he know them people, I didn't know the people who actually gave it to him, but he was the one that gave me the check and I deposited.
Instantly throwing that nigga under the bus. You feel me? Instantly. Like, you feel me? My boyfriend do it. Gave me the fake check.
Okay, so when you're doing fabric stuff for somebody, did you think it was odd that the check said ProLink Realty on it?
I asked him, but he was like, he don't know. That's the name that they told him that they worked with. Like I asked him about it.
And your ex-boyfriend never.
No, I ain't gonna count. I may be green. I may be green. Cause I know the last video I said the same thing. But I believe her. I believe her. I mean, I believe her. What can I say? I may be green though. I may be green. I believe it though.
Said where he got the checks from?
He just said a friend. It was like through a mutual friend.
Did your boyfriends give you the checks or the company did?
No, my ex-boyfriend handed me the check.
Handed you the check and
Yes.
said it was from them?
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of work did you do for this fabric?
She probably just a good
I
liar.
was
I
just
ain't gonna
helping
count.
deliver. Like I was just delivering it to local people who was inquiring about it. Like,
About fabric?
Yeah.
And you would deliver fabrics?
It was different stuff.
Like in
Yeah.
rolls or?
Yeah, like it was like rolls, bolts. Like it was not not big bolts, but it was like little stuff.
Okay, so then you deposited. So how much? I mean, how much typically?
She was getting paid 4 racks to deliver fabric, bro. I deliver some fabric right now for 4 racks.
Did you get paid for like? Because that's a lot of money. $3,800. Another.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
$29.55. $29.55. 5,020. So there's like a lot of, that's a lot of money for delivery.
You're right about that.
I mean, that's a lot of money. Did you think that was a little odd that they were paying you that much amount of money?
I did, but I didn't because he never told me like it was, it was easy and he never gave me a set price of what it would be. Like, not that he never gave me an amount.
Okay. I mean, because you had one deposit on the 21st of June, another one on the 21st, both.
Damn, she was going hard, bro.
And you had
So I wonder
another
what they
one on
finna
the
do with
21st,
that.
Or the check was made
You
out
hear
on
me?
the
She already done
21st.
threw her nigga under the bus.
What is your boyfriend's name?
Peter
Peter what?
Oh,
Walden.
How do you
Peter
spell it?
walking.
WALDEN.
And what's his phone number?
I don't know my heart.
That's
I'll write
okay.
it down.
Damn, she
Are you
giving
still
all
with
that
No,
nigga
there's
info
no
up, bro.
And where does he stay?
He stayed in.
She got this
Broward.
nigga number on a piece of
But
paper
he
in
don't
her
have a,
jean
like,
jacket
physical
pocket.
home. But last
Fuck.
week I knew he was staying with his cousin. But I know his cousin lease was up like a month ago, so I don't know where he's
You
at.
don't know where he's staying?
I don't know.
Okay, what does he do for work?
Nothing.
He doesn't work?
No.
Okay. So where do you think he got these checks?
He said it was through a mutual friend. He never gave me no name.
And how did you get this job? Through your ex-boyfriend?
Yes.
Now, did you give him cash after you deposited those checks? Did you give your boyfriend cash? Your ex-boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay, how much?
What? I'm not sure the full amount.
See, now that she's saying that, you feel me? Now that she's saying like, I gave him cash for doing this. Now it's starting to seep through. Like now you can see she kind of lying. She know what was going on the whole time. Y'all probably knew she knew what was going on, but me, now I could tell.
It wasn't much. Like I didn't. All
So
of
he
them-
basically had you deposit these checks into your account or cash them, and then he asked you to give him money out of those checks. So is that a red flag to you?
That is.
Okay.
I do agree.
All right. So basically, unfortunately for you, there are charges against you for uttering a forged check and grand theft. Okay? Yeah. Because it's forged. That check came from someplace else. Okay? And
But I didn't have no knowledge that it was
we're
stolen.
not saying that you forged the check, but you uttered the check. You presented it to the bank. Okay? So, and a reasonable person would believe that this is too good to be true for this to be, where you're getting all this money for just delivering fabric. Okay? So if you are telling me the truth, which I want to believe you, okay, you should
I
have
had
known.
no knowledge that it was stolen.
Right.
I do
but you
know,
should have
but I
known.
knew that
She way too calm though. You feel me? She's way too calm though. For someone who had no knowledge of what was going on, she way too calm. You feel me? You ask me like, if I'm delivering fabric, you feel me, and I'm getting 4 racks, delivering a fabric, and then motherfuckers pull up on me and they like, yo, you was dropping some fake checks and shit like that. I'm a flash, you feel me? I'm like, what, man? Hell no, I was doing this, I was doing that. But she way too chill, bro. She way too chill.
should have never went. I never had no problems with mutuals. I never got in trouble before, sir. I don't do stuff like this. I always work.
Okay.
Like, I've been working since I was 16 years old.
Okay. When's the last time you were arrested?
I never been arrested in my life.
Okay.
I never been arrested. I don't do stuff like this.
Okay.
Which is
So you made a mistake.
I made a big mistake. I can tell you that the truth.
So there are consequences to those mistakes, okay?
Yeah.
And what the statute says for uttering is that you presented a check that somebody else forged, okay, or washed. I don't know where they got these checks from, but they're stolen, okay?
And I did not have no knowledge to
And
that.
you deposited it or cashed it against your account, okay, into a region.
And I've been with them for the longest. I never had no problems with them.
And
before.
obviously you.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, she been with Regions, you feel me? Like, if she know them checks the wig and she dropping them in her personal shit, back to back to back to back, she been with them for years. She an idiot, bro.
You know that your bank account's been frozen
Yes,
and all that
I
stuff,
did.
so
I
you
did.
had to know that something was coming.
Yes, I figured that.
So
once they
why didn't
closed
she
my-
contact us?
I didn't know like what to. I didn't know. I'm just telling you the truth. That's,
Okay. So because you're being cooperative with me, I want to be, upfront and honest with you about everything. There are charges against you for this, okay?
Because you're being honest with me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Thank you for being honest with me. You're fucked now. Congratulations. You played yourself.
please no.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that. That's just how it is.
Because you were working with me, and you were so kind for working with me, I cannot help you. Thank you for allowing me to lock your ass up.
Now, we could try to make this work as easy as possible for you. I know you work, but you're going to have to take a day off to go get processed up in Palm Beach
Oh,
County.
please no.
No.
Yeah.
Please
You're gonna
no.
have, yes,
No.
Yes.
I
you're
have to
gonna
go to jail for this?
Yes. So what's going to happen is you gotta. There's one or two things that could happen. Okay. I could file for the warrant,
No.
and you don't want me to do that
Please,
because
no.
what happens then is I come here with the Broward Sheriff's Office and we take you from work. I don't want you to lose your job.
I don't want to. I don't want to go to jail.
I know.
Mr. P, please.
I know.
Mr. Eric. Oh
No.
my God, please,
I know,
no.
Destiny. I understand.
I cannot go to jail, sir. I cannot go to jail.
So this is option number 2. Okay, this
Please.
is option number 2 is where you meet me up in Palm Beach County. We get you processed and you get out the same day. Okay? As long as you can post your bond.
Oh my God. Lord, please. I've never been in trouble before.
I don't care. He ain't got that warrant. He can't lock you up right now. Shit. You know what time it is.
But
I
unfortunately,
don't want to go to jail, sir. I've never been in trouble. I didn't know nothing about this. I never knew they had knowledge of being stolen. I would never go inside the bank and do that. I never been in
What
trouble.
y'all think? Y'all think that's a fake cry? Y'all think that's real?
before.
you're getting paid so much money.
I did not. I just
Probably
thought
real,
that's
'cause she don't
what
wanna
it
go to
was.
jail,
I
but I
always
mean,
had
y'all
to
think
do
that's
it.
y'all think that's cap? You think she knew?
True, but he made me think that it was real. Oh my God, no, Lord. I can't go to jail, sir.
You got to get processed. So those are the 2 options. Those are it. Those are your 2 options. I could file for the warrant and
Taking option number 3. You feel me? Fuck out of here.
Gays come back here and pick you up with the sheriff's office. I don't want to do
I
that.
don't want you to do that.
So option number 2 is a better option for you, where you self-surrender. You meet me in Palm Beach County.
Oh my God, sir.
We get you processed, which basically is fingerprints and photos. Okay, and then you could post bond. Okay,
Is there anything else I could do?
those are the only 2 options. At this point, those are the only 2 options for you.
Will I still lose my job even if I go to Palm Beach?
Well, if you come to me, I don't have to come here and arrest you. So what you tell them is your business, okay? What you inform them of is your business. I don't know if they do continuous background checks or if they already did it because you're hired and that's it. But the only
Yeah, man,
kind
she
of
over with.
over that probably should have had a little bit more common sense to know wasn't right.
Not you should have
And
had
you
more
did it.
common
And
sense.
there's consequences for that.
You want to know what I'm most excited about this summer? No more high-waisted bikinis or one-pieces.
Be the first to
Fuck.
There are. Now,
So what
what you could do, this doesn't mean you're guilty, okay? What this is it's called probable cause. What it means is that I have enough to arrest you for it and file for a warrant. It doesn't mean you're guilty. You'll have your day in court, and if you tell them what you told me, they may say to you, well, if you're cooperative and you work with us, maybe we could do something to lighten your sentence, okay? And maybe we could do something to work with you if you work with us. I can't make any promises. I can't say that that's going to happen, but if you're willing to do that, you know, I would like to maybe meet with you after this and maybe have you contact Peter. Would he?
Man, hell no, bro.
But I will tell you,
I don't count. She over with. Let's see what happens.
Judge, when you. But don't put this up. This has to be Wednesday.
Destiny Meeks was charged with felony uttering forged bank check and felony grand theft.
That's it? Alright, fuck it. We out.